Oh shoot, I did it again. I hit the circle and it erased that the last thing I just did. So give me a second here. I'm trying something. Okay. We're, well, we went and done it. We put in too many audio tracks. So I went and exported the original clip without any of the transitions in here. And then I got to thinking, well, the reason I did that is we got some thing we created later on at the end of the clip. And if I would have messed around with audio clips, moving them and deleting them, it would have messed that up. So I'm just going to leave that alone because the end of the clip sent me to the beginning of the clip to do this audio clip for this video clip because now we have transitions in place. Yes, we went back, we did some transition work, we did some audio work, and that's what we're doing now because I'm up to the limit. So I had to delete a track in order to do this track. And like I said, I didn't want to mess up that part at the end. And when we get there, you'll see what I mean. Oh, I'm just having fun with this guy. I'm playing with all this different stuff. Coaster Planet is like that. I'm doing a lot of just playing around with it, having fun with it. I like to create these so that way I can go back later and look at them. And it makes it a little bit more interesting to me to look at because sometimes when you make up these videos and this stuff, you're watching and rewatching it over and over again. Because every time you watch it, sometimes you pick out something you didn't see before. Just for instance, there was the one battle that I noticed that I actually dropped bombs on my own teammate without realizing it. I was just trying to get rid of the bombs. I was going to go back to the carrier. I didn't realize. Um, so I got that in the clip, and I just didn't want to cut it out because actually that stuff happens. Didn't mean to. It's all accidental. Um, and like I said on the one clip that on PC you usually get a little notice and you get this little pink warning about hitting other players and stuff like that. One more, and so many of those, then they can kick you out and you can be banned for a while. So it's a little easier to friendly fire on the PC because I've had it where I thought I was shooting at the enemy, but one of my guys got in the way and I accidentally hit them instead. So, but I don't know if there's friendly fire in the console or not. Interesting. Because I don't remember ever seeing too much on the console about a friendly fire or accidentally hitting somebody. So I'm assuming that we've got to be hitting each other. But I know we run into each other. I've actually, oops. And what's bad about that is when someone's going to make a shot and you run into them, it's going to throw their shot off. So it's like you got to be careful, and that's where the gun lock comes in, because you can lock your guns into the position that you want them to, so that they don't move when you start looking around, and that way you can keep an eye on what's around you at the same time, and then jump back to your guns when there's something to put on target. And that way you're not readjusting your guns all the time. And that's one thing I kind of learning to do is try to maneuver my ship so that my guns are always pointed in the direction of the enemy. My situation is a lot of times is I'll be looking in one direction and then I'll be getting hit from another direction, not even, taking into account where I am on the map. Until I look at the little mini map and go, oh, time to get out of here. And sometimes I can get away, and a lot of times I don't, and they send me to the bottom. And but I do the same to them. So this is a Warship Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. We'll do Tanking Thursday, because they do maintenance on World of Tanks on Tuesday. So I get going, I get a couple battles in, and it's just like, okay, I'm ready to roll. And then, oh, sorry, we got maintenance. Yeah, I knew that. I should have. So that's why I'm moving tanking to Thursday so I can do more battles. Because I'm really trying to work on that one line. I want to get that next tank. The one, I got the T-44. Yeah, I also got the M50 Sherman. I want to see if we're going to hang on to that, if that's just a temporary tank. I'd like to have that permanent, and I'd like to get the paint job on that permanent, like I work on some of my ships. Oh, this here area just, I put the clip in, and if I cut all this stuff out, it's going to make it too short, which I'm at 15 minutes zeros, but I can fix that. What happens sometimes when you put a transition in, it shifts the video. It might extend it a little bit, and then then you get that one frame at the end that there's nothing. So that's why you got to keep adjusting the audio, the music, and like when I get to the end of this clip now with this here audio track in place, I will trim that down below the 1458. I could cut it at that point, and that'd be the end of the clip, and it'd be under, and all the audio tracks and everything will be within that 1458. And like I said, that little bit we worked on at the end here, that I've got to keep that in place because it's kind of like time sensitive a little bit. It's like where I got it. It's got to stay there. Don't want to move the audio track because it changed the way it sounds. And I've done that before where I've taken an audio. It's the same audio as the sound of the video clip. So it's audio from that. And I was able to take that, slide it just a hair, and it creates the echo because you hear the first one, then the second one. And it creates it can create like an echo, like you're in a basement somewhere, and that reverb sound, which it can be pretty cool at times. We're doing a little bit of different voiceovers, voiceovers, voice acting, making believe we're somebody else by changing the sound of our voice, that kind of thing. I'm just fooling around. I want to kind of get this clip put in cans so I can post it and then I can watch it tonight. This is all fresh stuff. This here part of the video, I actually put it in there, and I got it at the exact speed that we played at. So that's why there's this long spot in between the battles, because I was doing different things before I got back to playing that DD. This is a DD I bought. It's called the Smith. It's a premium destroyer. It earned you a little bit extra because it is premium. Like you said, it has the red star, which means you get bonuses for the first win of the day on that particular ship. As you can see, there's a few at the bottom there that still has the, hey, it's moving. I'm actually awake. Let's go battle. Let's go do something. There we go. We're going into battle now. So, and I've been working on a couple of my other ships, because like Sunday I'm working on the carriers. There's a carrier line I'm working on, so when I take the Langley out, it'll help on that particular line, because it'll give bonuses for that running that carrier that day. And we'll do that Sunday. But for right now, this is there's a couple DDs that I'm working on towards the next tier, and it's just a matter of just keep battling it and keep jumping back into battles and using the different boosts that you can get for like ship boosts, commander boosts, all that stuff that'll add up at the end of the battle with those on your ship. And like I got most of the flags on this one here I'm flying. I also got the rubber duck flag, part of the rubber duck fleet, and we're heading out into the wild blue yonder. I'm looking to kind of sneak in around the land there somewhere so that I'm not just sitting out in the open. I'm getting my gun set up so that they're pointing in the direction that possibly I might have to be able to take on an enemy where they might be coming from. And see, this where you can get your angle you want. See, all the guns are showing where they're pointing at, and then you can lock it if you want to look around and see what's going on around you. That helps if you don't want to run into each other all the time. We do. I've been victim of being run into, and I have run into other people. Look at one way, and then you look at it. Oh no, there's a cruiser right in front of you, and you hear that scraping sound as you scrape by each other, and you know he's just cussing and swearing at you. It's like, oh man, I'm so sorry. But it happens. It's part of the game. It's kind of, it just adds to the game that, hey, you gotta be careful where you're driving because you don't want to drive into your own teammates. You can ram your enemy. There's a potential, depending upon damage being done, that you can take out the enemy by ramming them. I've been rammed before a few times, and usually it takes you out, especially if you're low on health to begin with. And your bigger ships probably could take down the smaller ships a little easier, but it's not recommended. It does quite a bit of damage to your own ship. It's like one of those last ditch type things, maybe, or just to be, here, I'm gonna run you over. Yeah, I've done it. I've run into a couple last ditch effort. I'm just about ready to blow up, so you run into them, take them out with you, because they do it to you. Oh yeah, that would. I've been stuck on land. Like I drove into the land, and man, they just beat me up. They wouldn't let me back out. No way. A non-moving target makes pretty good target practice for torpedoes. Coming into a nice run, and because they can't avoid them because they're stuck on the land. Yes, it's happened. See what I'm doing here? I'm learning. See, before I'd set the smoke, and I'd sail out of the smoke, and then I'd be visible, and it's like, what? Oh, here we go. Here's to the end part, and I got this in. We're doing great. Thank you, everybody. Hey, can we do a dramatic pause here? Yeah, I'll go ahead, do a dramatic pause here. Do you want a dramatic pause in music too? Nah, not in the music, because the music will add a dramatic pause. So if I just stop talking now, we turn up the music, we'll have dramatic pause, right? Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and give it a try. Start the dramatic pause right now. How was that? Getting a little better? Mr. Voiceover created a dramatic pause. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, it sounded good. Yeah, we'll keep it in there. Too many of these audio clips, and we're going to have to export this clip and bring it back in so we can do some more audio on it. Transitions! My goodness, we need transitions. Somebody, Mr. Editor, Andy, somebody go back and do some transitions, and then we can do the main audio track, and we'll finish this clip up and get it cut, printed, and posted so we can post. That's what I said, post it. Yeah, you know what I mean. We got it going on here in the studio tonight. Thank you for watching, everybody. Okay, more voice acting. Hey, no more audio clips until we go back to the beginning and do the main one first, okay? Thank you.